What to do? What going? What's happening? EuroATL. Hey. So my name is Ogechi. Can y'all say Ogechi for me?
Ogechi.
One more time, Ogechi.
Ogechi.
All right. So it's not a hard name at all, right?
Nope.
Okay. So I'm Igbo Nigerian. My name means God's time, and so I was born with that name, and it also is my artist name for a reason. But now that y'all know how to say my name, I can let you know what my nickname is. And the people do call me OG, so can I hear OG?
OG.
Yes, sir, that's me. And so as Bree said, I'm a hip-hop pop star, hip-hop head with a pop girly heart. And before that, I had a whole career as an internationally ranked spoken word competitive poet with Team Atlanta, Team Kansas City, two-time author of very black-ass books. And so tonight was gonna do 2 songs, but apparently, unfortunately, it's not with the DJ right now. But so I'm gonna do 1 song and then pieces up. It's all right next week. We gotta fix the hard drives. But yeah, so I'll do 1 song and then I'll do 1 poem out of each of my books so y'all get a good little flavor in of who I am as an artist. And so this first track is called Head Body. I'm so sorry like the gym is my son. I'm so honest, so blunt, like astonishing me. He's so hooked, it's home, I can't run it. I got this head, on me. I'm solid, I hear them calling. OG, I'm honest, my love, got this in me. Get your head, get your head, if you can make about the shady light, then I like breeze. Stucky when I'm over with my head on my street. Oh, not you jealous for my story in the breeze. We from the least of 11 talking. So that track is called Head Body. If at any point you like what you're hearing tonight, you can follow me at CEO, let's go OG. Now, I'm gonna do Lost Negro Records. So this book, Lost Negro Records, a colored history chapbook, is a fictional school called Afrocentric Academy. The children and teens make up the students, and those children and teens were the ones that had been killed by the police up until when I wrote this book. Within Afrocentric Academy, I'm teaching them the Black history that is not taught in schools in poetic form. And so every poem is a lesson on Black history in that edutainment kind of way, as well as having substitute teachers, my fellow poet friends, and preface and afterword by my poetry mentors, all within the Black education world. And so it's probably one of my most proudest pieces, or art pieces I've ever created. I actually released this book before I put out my first song as a rapper. And now officially, within quite literally the last week, it is now an audiobook on Spotify, Apple, all those different places. So how I perform. And so I have these books on me, as always, as a physical, but one of the cool things about having an audiobook, and it's narrated by me, is that you get to hear the piece how I intended you to hear it, like how I perform it. And so this piece is one of the substitute teachers, Ms. Elisha Nelson's Sanger's Parenthood Plantation. They try to quiet the Negro spirituals of our hood rat bellies, hush. This poem used to have periods. The last poem without periods got banned in America. Howling my skin still makes me contraband in America somewhere. In this poem's womb, God is then shaping with red the next atom to dwell in the garden of evolution, but this poem has just waltzed into a clinic. Dr. Sanger has just planned a parenthood plantation full of cotton, and none of us niggers noticed we were picking and started pulling our own triggers. I want the shot to end the bloody mess my body makes beautiful. Oh, hush. Margaret smiles as this poem bends hips, is pushed out, raping. My culture has never been this easy. Never been so accessible. Birth control for the colored girls who keep raising these murderers, these melanin mistakes. Birth control for all the colored girls in my school who just want their periods to stop. Girl, hush. When my doctor asked me if I wanted Depo, I should have asked if my skin meant my womb needed sterilization. The purpose in promoting birth control was to create a race of thoroughbreds. More children for the fit, less children for the unfit. Miss Margaret, how could you tell I was unfit? Was it the holes in my jeans? Or the poverty in my slang? Did you see the same thing in my mother, mama? Did they make you stop at 3 too? Section 8 and WIC for all the colored women who agreed to tie their tubes, and they called it a miracle. Called the Mississippi epidemic a conspiracy. Forgot to put it in our textbooks. Refuted an entire decade dedicated to eugenics. How well America can make magic trick of my people and call it medicine. Taught me to memorialize a murderer. Taught me to love an organization birthed from bigotry, baptized in racism. Every 3 months this poem gets its shot of genocide. Hush. Honey. Hush. This poem's mother is just happy she's not 9 months stupid. And her grandmother is declaring it unnatural because she has been quiet for so damn long, and this poem is gonna get banned in America. Won't be allowed to speak at the feminist rallies, as she is just a little bit bloody, a little too bloated because she refuses to stop bleeding. So that book, I would say, is not an easy read. There's maybe a couple lines in like all the poems that they serve as somewhat comic relief, and maybe probably a handful that are not super heavy, but because it is based in the Black history that we're not taught, unfortunately, it is very much so a heavy book. We have to get into the things, and we have to also document these things, because one thing as we continue to push further into this technological AI banning books kind of world is only the physical media that we have for ourselves is what's going to make us remember the history that they're actively taking away in schools for the next generation. And it's crazy because I'm still in my 20s, but to know that like people who are a decade younger than me got an entirely different history than I did it's honestly ridiculous. But this piece is a little lighter. This is the book that when I became Atlanta's Poet Laureate, they give you a book deal. And so this is the one that I wrote based upon me being raised Igbo Nigerian, taught that I'm Igbo Nigerian for anything else, so don't bring that American shit in this household. While also though going outside and being Black every day. And so this one is called Black Liberation. We're gonna free our brother. We're gonna free our brother. We're gonna help our sisters. We're gonna love our neighbors. And we're gonna jump and shout Black Liberation Day. Oh yeah. We're gonna sing and shout the right understanding there. Oh yeah. We're gonna jump and shout the Black understanding there. Oh yes. We're gonna sing and shout that it takes a village. We are the people who planted the phenomena of peace, lifted the veil of oppression, kissed death on its big black lips and gave breath to beauty. Our land speaks in metaphor. Its lion roars louder than banshee, speaks in simile like an earthquake birthed a new nation. One knee did not bring up this Black child alone. We are the kids who took them back alley robberies and turned them into folk tales and scripted in gold. Palm man, gold teeth shine brighter than too much hair grease. He didn't fall in their waters. He was an alligator boy to white business bull. He stuck his claws in the roots and scaled to dry land, scaled to be free. He is not ashamed of all the soil under his nails, should he be? Should he be when the streets clap back loud with death? We didn't cower, we aren't cowards. We dance into an Afro future, turn bullets into ballet moves. I shall say to your click clacks when they taught us to hate this struggle, taught us to hate this napkin, taught us to hate this black like dirt. We taught them that dirt grows gorgeous, not strange fruits. That the popular trees aren't popular no more. Go ahead and uproot our gardens of culture as if we won't go eat it anyway. Place us like refugee. We are not ashamed of all the soil under our nails. Should we be? Should we be? Now when you walk into my West African village, you'll see children chasing virtuous glee, their footballs flying, dancing on their toes to the rhythm of their heart's rapture. You'll see a peoples turn chaotic corruptions to calm patriotic. We serve our fatherland with peace and unity. My Nigerian heritage taught me through the perils of tough love punishments and melodramatic monologue-like lectures to respect my elders. Fight back when disrespected. Faith and strength in numbers, though, be able to root in your tree that grows that gorgeous, virtuous glee. I am not ashamed of all the soil under my nails. Should I be? Should I sing? Black liberation began. Thank you kindly. So yes, if you like anything you heard tonight, everything is out and available. If you'd like to follow me on Instagram, it is CEO_OG. Now, if you follow me, you will see not nary damn post about poetry, as I am, again, a rapper and a bad bitch. So you're going to see a lot of that. But my books are definitely available. I also have these things that are called affirmation cards. And so I've only made 200 of these. I kind of fucked up. I actually have both because I found like a stack. But the affirmation cards, and on the back is a QR code so you can find everything that is available from me, from the books to the audiobooks to music to signing up for my email list, signing up for my tour updates. I have a really big show coming June 7th, and all the fun stuff. These things are also free, so if you just like to have affirmations, I'll come around and give them to y'all. Otherwise, I appreciate you guys for listening to everything. Thank you, Bree. Thank you, Come Get Song, and your ATL. I am one of the resident artists here, so if you fuck with this vibe, I'm here damn near every week. So I'll see y'all next time.